All right. Welcome to the pre-show, everyone. So glad you could stop by tonight. This is going to be a fun night tonight. Looking forward to it. All the times that I do Ask Yankee are fun, but some nights, especially those when I have people joining me, are extra special. So, all right. So where's Cooper Kendall? Yeah. All right. For you, it's the silver dime. Well, Cooper Kendall was like, gold? Did you say gold? So I actually got up, went to my safe, and pulled out some gold for Cooper Kendall. I'll scatter that around a little bit, maybe later in the live stream here. All right, so we got that set. Camera looks good. I hope everyone's doing well tonight. Good to see you, BBS. Dove, nice to see you. Garrett C. Yes, the pre-show. Let's go, says G-Man Dallas. Thanks for being here. All right, so I will be giving out... Oh, actually, I think I hear Little Stacks. Hey, buddy. Hi. Doing the pre-show.
Nice.
I'm live, dude. What do you say?
Hi. Huh?
Excuse me, man.
Oh, you distracted me.
I distracted you. Yeah, I distracted you from apologizing. Okay. Yeah, doing the pre-show. Going to give out the early bird word, or a couple words,
nice.
For the giveaways. Did you enjoy your college visit last weekend?
Yeah, that was fun.
Was that fun?
Yeah.
Second one we've done. A lot of traveling.
Yeah.
Can we take a break?
Yeah.
No more road trips for a little while?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, buddy. Yeah, you know, it's that time, guys. We've been cruising around. Went to Virginia. Went over to Pennsylvania. We'll be looking around New Hampshire area too at some colleges, but I think we need a little break right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, Marcia, AK Yankee, love your videos. My number one silver news.
Yep.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
He ain't little stacks anymore. Let me just say, he's big stacks. Well, at least with his size, but not with his stacking yet. He's still little stacks when it comes to the amount of silver and gold he has. So, all right, AH, good to see you. AC Taylor, yeah, right. I say let him take over. No, Robin, he's done that many times in the past. Stay classy, little stacks. Yeah, I don't think he realized what was going on. All right. 20-week ultrasound for our first little one this Wednesday. That's awesome, AH. Congratulations. Oh, that's such an exciting time. Wow. I know. Here I'm becoming an empty nester, and he's got one for his first one on the way. That's awesome. Yes, gold is headed up, and we're going to have a lot of fun talking about what's happening with gold and silver. We'll definitely take your questions. When I say we, it's not just going to be me tonight. We'll also have Mukarram Mawjood, my expert trader, with me on Zoom, so that'll be fun. He can take some of your questions too. The best videos on YouTube for stacking. Oh, thanks, Lee. Oh man, I hope you guys appreciate the mining stock videos too. I'm going to be dropping another one that I've been looking at next week. But you know, Lee, it's a niche, right? I mean, some people don't have any interest whatsoever in investing in commodities, the stock market, gold and silver mining stocks, whatever. But some do, and like you, they really get a lot out of those. So I hope that you'll enjoy this next one. Yeah, I bet you're nervous. You're nervous about where the country's going. Yeah, who's nervous about where the country is headed? Put a nervous, the word nervous in the chat if you're nervous about where the country is headed. Pray for me, please. Oh, Seth, yes, definitely. We're going to be doing a praying with Yankee, not this weekend because we're going to be busy on Sunday, but the following Sunday. We'll be doing another Praying with Yankee. Definitely join us if you can. That'll be great. I see nervous from Ron. I see nervous from Budget Bullion Stacker. Aspiring Alchemist agrees. Oh, yeah, I know. But preparing. Good for you, William. that's the key. I mean, you gotta, there's two things that I believe in when it comes to worry and being anxious. One of which is if you're not prepared, if you got a lot of debt, if you don't have a good handle on your finances, if you're stressed over, your job, whatever, that can be a big problem and cause a lot of anxiety. And changing your circumstances as best you can, improving it, really does helps you sleep at night. The other thing for me is just giving it up to God. There's only certain things that we can control. There's only certain things that we can prep and stack for, right? So I take comfort in the scriptures that says, do not be anxious about anything, but with prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace that passes all understanding will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Love that verse. Anytime I feel anxious, that's my go-to verse. All right, let's see. We've got just another minute left before the bumper music starts and we get all goosebumpily. Actually, you know what? I need to give you the early bird words. I think I'm going to do two tonight. I'm going to give you one word for a sticker and another one for a silver dime. The first early bird word is autumn. Autumn. And the second is college, because I've been visiting a lot of colleges. So autumn and college. Okay, I'm not going to say those words anymore. When the Yankee line is open, the call-in line, I'll let you know. I'll put something in the chat. And when that happens, be the first or second caller to call in and say those early bird words. One word per person. And the first person will get a sticker. The first person will get the silver. The second will get the sticker. All right, onward. Woo! We are live, everyone. How are you? This is awesome. Thank you so much. I am so excited to be here on another Ask Yankee. This is your place for all things silver and gold. In fact, Cooper in the chat, before we even got going, before the bumper music, said gold. So you know what, Cooper, I went to the vault, pulled out some gold in the green bag for you. This is for you, Cooper. Oh yeah, let's talk gold and silver tonight. We definitely like gold. We definitely like silver. And we have a fun night in store tonight. We've got Mukarram Mawjood, my expert trader, going to be joining us. Mukarram is a great guy. He's very helpful, very easy to understand and learn from. He's going to be joining us at 9 Eastern, another half hour. But before then, I just wanted to welcome you. And there's a lot of live streams that you can go to. There are a lot of places that you can watch and be a part of a chat. But there's only one Ask Yankee. All right, and this is the place to get your questions answered. This is your first time on Ask Yankee. Please put a 1 in the chat. That's right, 1. And you guys that have been here many times, don't you dare. I'll disqualify you for all future giveaways. If you put a 1 in there and you're not, no, I'm just kidding. Put a 1 in the chat if this is your first time on this live stream. I just want to welcome you specially. Let's see. Hey, guys, it is an unseasonably warm autumn evening here in New Hampshire. I hope it's nice where you are at. I actually opened the window and just let that beautiful air in. It's just wonderful. And Brooke Solis is first-timer here. Joel, first-timer. Let's see. Seth Turner, Anthony, Jeff Rummel, AC Taylor. Really, AC? Your first time? You're a Patriot Pistol, or you're a Patriot Pistol member too, and this is your first time? Makes me wonder about that. CNR Treasures, Elton Hagerman, and Kevin's second time. Let's see. Silver Smacks, it's your first time. Keegan, thank you so much. Man, you see those stars out there? Those stars are very special to me, okay? Those stars indicate membership. And guys, I appreciate all my members. The Patriot Pistol members in the chat, thank you. Enjoy those cool emojis, please. Throw them out there anytime you want. If I make a mistake and mess up, you know what to put in there. It's the Old Yankee, right? Yeah, you got Old Yankee icon. You can throw that in there. Yeah. Yeah, if I mess up, that's your cue. If I showcase the Yankee cannon, blow the Yankee cannon up. And if there's ever really cool stuff that I show, like, oh, let me see. Oh, this thing. Oh, the buffalo, right? Right? The gold buffalo.
That's lit.
Yeah, absolutely. That is one of my favorite gold pieces. Love that. That's just gorgeous. But okay, so thank you to the Patriot Pistol members in the chat. You guys are fantastic. Maple Musket members, Yankee Cannon members. I know there's a couple out there. I just saw one. You guys are extra special. You premium members rock, okay? I schedule our meetings, every month with you guys. I love to help you. You Maple Musket members build your own YouTube channel. You Yankee Cannon members with your financial and stacking questions. In fact, I had someone reach out to me and ask me about my private mortgage lending. I think it stemmed off that video I dropped where I plumped down my pension money that I got paid out on private mortgage lending. And he reached out to me via email and said, Yankee, we got to talk about this investment vehicle of yours. And I was like, I'd love to. There's a playlist. You can watch that. I give you all the documents and how-tos and all that. But if you really want one-on-one help, I do it with my members. So he was like, oh, okay. I got to check out the Yankee Cannon member. So if you're not a member, check it out. Please consider it. If you're a Patriot Pistol member, consider upgrading. All right. Enough of that. A few quick info nuggets before we get into the question and answer time. The chat is subscribers only. So if you're listening and you're wondering why can't I put anything in the chat, you need to be a subscriber to my channel. Giveaways. Yeah, we got some giveaways coming up. Check this out. Ooh, a little too close there, Yankee. Back it up. There we go. We got a Benji, 1950 Benji. And we've got a Walker. Oh, yeah. Look at that, 1942. Beautiful Walker. We're going to give those away. I got a dime I'm going to be giving away, but you early birds know what that means. Don't answer it yet. I haven't opened the call line yet. But, yep, giveaways are open to everyone. And the questions. Oh, yes, we got 101 people in here. If you've got a question for me, the best way to get your questions answered is to put 3 question marks in the chat before your question. It just stands out really well. Tie tight. Thank you for being here on your first time. I appreciate that one. You don't need to drop a super chat to get my attention on the questions, although I do notice those a lot. If we get to $100 in super chats, which we usually do, I'll pull out some more silver for another giveaway. All right. Now, let's talk some questions before Mukarram joins the live stream. If you have questions, throw them in there. Just to let you know, this is my latest silver pickup. I am like so jacked to fill my silver maple monster box. So this little guy is going to be, I think, number, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's number 12, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. Whoops. I'd like to turn that over, please. There we go. Let's turn that over. Here we are. Isn't that pretty? Oh, a nice tube of Canadian maples. These are one of my favorite things to stack, both from a recognizability standpoint. Man, I live in New Hampshire. Not that far from the Canadian border. We see we see this maple leaf on a variety of coins, so it's not foreign to us in that way. But I do love the 4/9 fine, gorgeous maples. I love their security features. I love the lower premium over American Silver Eagles. Look at those radial lines. And if you get them after 2017, so 2018 and on, they really don't milk spot that much at all. In fact, none of my maples from 2018 on have milk spotted. None. So they've seemed to figure that out with the mint shield technology that they added. So that was my latest pickup. All right, let's see. Your thoughts on the Royal Mint running out of planchettes? Aspiring alchemist. From what I've heard, the Royal Mint has done a bang-up job getting their silver minted and out, especially during our pandemic. But I didn't know that they're running out of planchettes. Is that true? I'd be curious to know where you read that or heard that. Let's see. What do you think about vintage silver like Engelhard's? Oh, my word. I had an Engelhard bar, a 100-ounce Engelhard bar in my hand at Tim, my local coin shop dealer. And boy, that thing was gorgeous. I love them. But I don't consider them the best silver to stack. I mean, a couple reasons. I'm not a big silver bar guy, although I do have some. I like the coins. I like round objects, round silver objects. And 100 ounces. It's a great way to stack for weight, but trying to, use that in a barter scenario, that would be kind of tricky, I think. So I like smaller denominations there. But, let me tell you, that Engelhard is gorgeous. I'm not going to fault anybody for buying an Engelhard bar. Is the Royal Mint out of planchettes? You heard they were today? I did not hear that, Marcia. Did anyone else hear that the Royal Canadian Mint is out of planchettes? I can see the border from his back patio. Not quite. Can't see it that close. How much constitutional in face value is reasonable to stack for an average person? Samifar, that's a great question. I am angling for a third of my stack being constitutional. Okay. And my overall stack is going to be at least 1 year of expenses. Actually, I would call it income in money. 1 year's worth of income in precious metals, a third of which is constitutional. In face value, I haven't done that calculation, Samifar. I'm not exactly sure. But, by the way, love having one-on-one conversations. Samifar is amazing. She knows her stuff, both from a stacking and a prepping standpoint. She's something else. So she's a premium member. I really enjoy our monthly meetings, Samifar. It's great. Mark just picked up another 75 ounces of Scottsdale stackers today. The premiums are getting ridiculous. Well, they are Scottsdale stackers. All right. You got a name there and you got a type that's not cheap. Do you have any concerns about purchasing generic silver rounds? Oh, yeah, there's a good chunk of my stack that's rounds or bars. I like to think of, rounds just being circular bars because they're not government minted silver bullion. I don't have a problem with having some rounds at all. I think silver is silver at some level, but I do like the majority of my silver being constitutional and government minted. Yankee, did you shoot the pistol yet? Not yet, William. I have it right here, buddy. Right next to me. It doesn't go very far. This thing is the bomb diggity. Look at this. Ready? Let's see if we can see a flint spark. Oh, yeah, I saw it. Guys, we are going to shoot this. I promise you I will do a video. Little Stacks has been really tied up. I haven't gotten to the range in several weeks, so I haven't done it yet. But thank you for my Patriot pistol. William, thank you so much. Live free or die. In God we trust. Look what he put on the bottom of this thing. Isn't that incredible? I love it. It's a very special piece, and it's always by my side here in my studio. I appreciate this pistol and your generosity, dude. Thank you. All right, let me go back to some questions here. Let's see, Yankee, do you think the actual spot price reflects what silver is really worth? Because I certainly don't. Well, that's interesting, Robin. I actually think, I agree with you. I think the premium over the spot price is more reflective of what silver is worth to stackers and preppers, people who know the value of physical silver and gold. That, to me, is the key. If you're trying to sell some of your silver and gold to a stacker, they're gonna expect it to be over spot. If you're trading it in the markets with people who are just trying to make some profit quickly, then no, they won't reflect. They won't understand that premium. So definitely, I agree with you there. Why would I sell at 50 cents an ounce if it means the dollar is worthless? Why would I sell silver at 50 cents an ounce if it means the dollar is worthless? I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that, Brooks. Maybe I'm just reading that wrong, or it's just me being old Yankee. To me, I'm sorry, 50 cents. Well, part of the reason is I'm reading it wrong. Yes, $50. I wouldn't sell my silver at $50 an ounce because the dollar will become more and more worth less. That's why I'm a prepper stacker, Brooks. I will exchange my silver, if necessary, for goods and services directly in a gray or black market. I hope I don't get there. I hope nobody experiences that here in our country. But if we do get there, I won't be going after the fiat. So that's why I'm holding on to it. All right, let's see. All right, I am way behind. Oh, Seth Turner drops $1.99 in the Super Chat, Till. Thank you. Wanted to get the green number moving. Well, you did that, Seth. Thank you so much for that Super Chat. You're the best. Love that. And guys, the money that goes in here just really goes back into my channel. I do a lot of upgrades. I buy things for my studio, and I really appreciate every single penny you put in there. So thank you. Let's see. I know I missed some stuff in here. Oh, remember, ready for the precious metals bull run, Yankee, says Frank. Yes, I am. I might need a little bit more gold and silver before that, and I'm using this as a great buying opportunity, but yes, I am. Marcia says, I'm trading video today, I'm pretty sure, or AK prepper, but out there today on the tube. No blanks, UK. Okay, so you're pretty sure that they're out of, man, I got to do some reading on that. I didn't know that. Oh, no, Dove, I don't keep all of them loaded. You just have to choose which, you have to pick which ones aren't. Let's see. I might have other questions here. Favorite flavor of ice cream? I love black raspberry, especially with chocolate chips in them, Cooper. That's my favorite flavor of regular ice cream. My silver ice cream cones, that's a harder thing for me to answer. I love all kinds of fun stuff to buy when it comes to silver ice cream cones. Why would I sell? All right, nope, you did it again. Sorry, just saw that. If we go to a Fed coin, says the Reclamation Project, does silver and gold become worthless? Rec, I think it's just the opposite. I think what will happen is when we go to Fed coin, it will be that the dollar, cash will become obsolete, and other cryptocurrencies that we are currently or people are currently trading will become worthless. I don't think silver and gold will become worthless because of that at all. I think it will speed and, or hasten the demise of the dollar, virtual or not, and that will be very bullish for silver and gold, in my opinion. Marcia, $5. Whoa, thank you. And Mark Snyder throws down 10. Wow, he's the #1 fan. Thank you, Marcia. Thank you, Mark. Those are awesome super chats or super stickers. I really appreciate those. Thank you. All right, let's see. We got some more questions here. Guys, we only have about 15 minutes before Mukarram is going to join us. Let me double check. Mark says, did we just become best friends? I don't know. Do you love black raspberry as much as I do? Richard likes mint chocolate chip. That's cool. So does Mrs. Yankee, by the way. Let's see. Cornerstone coin. I'm glad you like the Cornerstone coin. Yes, I do indeed. Let's see. Did I miss another question? If you had a $1,000 a month budget for precious metals, silver or gold? Wow, that's a great poll question. Why don't I ask that of everyone, and then I'll give you my answer. In fact, I'm going to just grab it right off of the chat because I like that question. I'm going to paste it right into the poll section. And I'm going to put in silver and gold. And you just gave us two options, silver or gold. So I'm gonna do it that way. Here we go. There's the poll. Should pop up there, and please take a moment to click on it. Let me know. $1,000 a month budget. Zephra, that's pretty intense. That's a great budget. Good for you. I don't know if that's hypothetical or not. If you have that, well done. Let's see. Frank, I agree. As the dollar goes to zero, precious metals become infinite, at least in value. I don't know if they'll become infinite in terms of their availability. Let's see here. I haven't been shooting in over a year now, says AH. Oh, you got to get out, my friend. Oh, and Anthony, a gift from the new guy. Thank you so much, Anthony, for that $5. Awesome. Look, we are almost a third of the way there to our first milestone. Thank you so much, guys. That was very generous. Appreciate it. Let's see. Did you hear about France? Boy, that's an open-ended question. You're going to have to give me a little bit more about France. In what capacity, what area are we talking about there? Politically, economically, socially, religiously? What are you talking about, AH? Frank. Wow, Frank throws down a 10 spot. UK Mint is out of silver blanks. Okay, so I did hear something about this UK, the Royal Canadian Mint. I thought Canada, and I just had a hard time believing that, but hey. Bayhorse Silver is producing silver. Great things are coming from those who prepare. Good for you, Frank. Thank you for that 10 spot. I did hear that they are struggling with their silver blanks or planchets. Very interesting, Frank. Thank you again. Man, that's very generous. Awesome. Oh, we got a few more questions up here. What do you think of the high price they are charging for 90% silver online? Well, Jeff, if you check out jcsgold.com and use the promo code Yankee, you can save on shipping if you get $50 or more. And I think their 90% silver is pretty reasonable, okay? Again, JCS Gold, check them out at jcsgold.com. They are our sponsor for tonight's giveaways. That's the Walker and the Benjamin. We're going to be doing those after we talk with Mukarram. But definitely check out jcsgold.com for all your silver and gold, but definitely for Constitutional. I do happen to get my Constitutional from them occasionally, but also from my local coin shop dealer, and both places are not that ridiculous. I have seen some ridiculous premiums on Constitutional on some websites. All right, let's check out the poll. Ooh, look at that. 61 to 39. I'm going to end that. 61 to 39. Silver wins 2-1. I, at this point, would be stacking. Well, I've told you what my buying ratio is for stacking silver to gold. It used to be 400 ounces of silver to 1 ounce of gold. Now it's 200 ounces of silver to 1 ounce of gold. So I agree with you. I would be stacking more silver right now than gold. All right, some more questions here. What do you think? Okay, no. Do you know anything about a cryptocurrency Trump coin? No, I don't, Tommy. I really don't. You could ask that of Mukarram. He's a crypto expert when he gets on. Millstacks, good to see you, my friend. Is $80 oil sustainable? $80 a barrel. Well, Millstacks, I'm glad you brought that up because Mukarram is going to talk about oil with us, especially how it relates to the price of gold and what we should be watching with the gold to oil ratio. I personally think $80 in oil ain't nothing yet. Okay, I'll bring up an oil gold to oil ratio chart, and I'll tell you, I think it has a long way to run. I think oil is going up triple digits easy. In fact, I want to ask you in the chat what you guys think about the costs of goods and services. Have you had trouble buying any groceries? Are you seeing insane prices at the grocery store? Are you seeing items missing from the grocery store? Let me know in the chat. I'm really curious about that. Let's see. Another question. Ever see what $1.80 can do to a $40 steer? What movie does this quote about silver dimes come from? Oh, AC, you got me on that one. Ever see what $1.80 can do to a $40 steer? Don't know, AC. Maybe other people are going to throw the answer in the chat, but I don't know. What new coins do you like, Marcia says. New coins? So you're saying more on the collecting side? The werewolf coin that I, gave away on from Hero Bullion was a nice coin. That was pretty sweet. Perfect time for the Halloween season. Let's see. Dove Season says 30% gold, 70% silver. Like that. Reclamation Project goes 80-20 gold. Interesting. 50-50 I thought I saw in there. Someone else. I'm scrolling through here. Oh, I'm way behind. Oh, sorry. Hi, Scott from Australia. Great to see you. Let's see. Hello, SMK. Good to see you too. We're up to 143 people. Don't forget to smash the like on this live stream. I appreciate it. If you haven't hit the like, please do. Let's see. Barb's in the house. Good to see you, Barb. Awesome. Oh man, it's good to see some. I won't say old timers, but people that I've known for ever since I started watching stacking channels on YouTube. And Barb, you've been around a while, and I really appreciate you stopping in here. All right, any other questions? Let's see. Price increase, yes. Shortage of staff, definitely. Shortage of foods, nothing essential. That's good, Samifar. Anybody else? Walmart produce very empty in Branson, Missouri. Here in Nashville, we've had runs on meats, some veggies, milk, and juices lately. I'm hearing more of the heartland, believe it or not, seeing some of these shortages than on the coasts. Let's see. I just bought the werewolf corn. Very nice. That's very good, Zephra. France declared independence from U.S. currency today. Wait, what? Boy, I did not hear that, AH. I'll have to double check that. Anyone else want to verify what AH just said, that France declared independence? Wow, huge news, because it's just the start of other countries not seeing U.S. as a reserve currency. Well, that is a good point, AH. If that happens, we're in deep, deep trouble in that regard. All right, Plumber, thank you, my friends. Good to see another premium member in the house. $10. Good to see you. Throwing that wrench around. Thanks, buddy. When are we going to be talking next? We have it scheduled. Don't forget. Next week, I think we're going to be talking. Let's see. AC Taylor throws a 10 spot in there. Young Guns 2. Oh, it's only $50. Oh, okay. $50 on that one. Dude, I am sorry. Young Guns, but Young Guns 2. I must have seen it, but I don't remember it at all. Not like the first one. Smash that like button. Thank you, SMK, and I appreciate that $5. Thank you. We're growing. We're growing. We're getting there. That total's rising. I appreciate it. All right, so before Mukarram joins in just a few minutes, I think I need to open I don't want to say it until I'm ready to do it. I'm going to throw the call line in. Boop. There it is. The number for the call line is right there in the chat. I'll say it out loud too. 978-406-9103. That's 978-406-9103. Let's see what early bird jumps on that line. So yes, again, just a reminder, we're going to be giving away some silver. Maybe we'll be giving some silver away right now. Hello, you're on with Yankee.
Hey, Yankee. Hey, this is Hills of West Virginia. Jamie.
Hey, Jamie. You might want to just mute that YouTube stream going on behind you.
Yep, I did it.
No
it's
problem,
done.
buddy.
Sorry about that.
Well, thanks for calling in.
And autumn? Is autumn one of those words?
Oh, yes. Autumn. It's one of the most beautiful times of the year up here in New England. Yes, autumn. Now, you're the first guy. You're the first one to call in. So actually, no, that's for the second. You get the dime, buddy. Here it is. Congratulations.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a Rosie. Don't forget to email me your mailing address, okay? So I can know
Yep.
how to send this to you, bud.
I will definitely do that.
How you doing?
Hey, good. Working way too hard. Can't find enough helpers,
Oh, really?
unfortunately.
In what area? In what line of business?
Northern Virginia, installing doors for Lowe's.
Wow. I'll tell you.
We have the biggest contract in Northern Virginia, which is the highest selling district in the whole country.
Whoa.
Yeah, and we need workers. It sucks. It's horrible.
Isn't that awful?
Yeah.
I don't see this changing. Do you see this changing anytime soon?
I do not. No. The government's they're paying out too much.
I agree.
And unfortunately, we're the ones paying the people that don't really want to work.
You know, some of this is opportunistic for people who want to, improve their job situation. They want to get better skilled jobs and so forth. But this whole living wage for certain types of jobs, like flipping burgers at McDonald's, that was never meant to feed a family. Never.
No,
it was for teenagers. It was for
Yep,
those who were
I
just
worked
getting, started in their career. Go ahead.
Yeah. I worked at Wendy's when I was 17.
Good for you.
And, that's before my first kid, and it did what it was supposed to do to get me a car. That's what it did.
Yes. Got you the experience, figured out how to, satisfy an employer and what it meant to work.
Wake up on time.
Yes, wake up on time. Yeah, we've got things really skewed, and unfortunately, like with the stimmy and moratoriums on rent and things that I know have abated, we're still in that afterglow of the UBI that we have given our nation, and it's only going to increase. This is going to keep growing. There's not going to be a way that they can keep from giving currency to people. So
I'm praying it's death to the Democrats and the lifetime Republicans that are just going along to get along. That's what I'm hoping happens. Who knows? Who knows, really?
Yep, I hear you. Hey, thanks so much. I appreciate you calling in, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, I got one question for you. I'm sorry.
No problem.
How much? What would you pay for an ounce of Liberty quarter or a silver maple leaf? I'm very new.
Okay.
I've got 10 ounces, and 5 ounces I got from a tip from a guy. And he said it was worth like $40, and I checked it, and it was worth like $100.
Okay, so I'm not entirely sure. Were you talking about like a 1 ounce maple leaf? Were you talking about?
Yeah, 1 ounce maple leaf. Yep, definitely.
See, I just bought these, and you can get them $29, $30 an ounce.
All right, and what is it? The Liberty quarter? Which one is the 1 ounce that the United States sells?
Oh, the American Silver Eagle. Yes.
The Silver Eagle.
Now you're going to pay more.
That's how new I am.
Yeah,
that's how new I am.
No problem.
Sorry about that.
Well, that's what this live stream is for, asking questions. And I love it when new stackers join and ask whatever questions. That's a great question. American Silver Eagle's #1 most popular stacking silver coin in the world. And right now, they're expensive, okay? The premiums are really high on those, buddy. And part of the reason is that this is a transition year for the American Silver Eagle, all right? So they've changed the reverse on that. Type 1, they call it, and Type 2. Type 1 was the classic reverse. Type 2 is the new one. And they minted less, okay?
Gotcha.
So
Yep,
the minting,
definitely.
the mintages are down. The demand is up. So supply down, demand up. You're going to be paying a higher premium on that. So I would avoid. In fact, I did a video not too long ago how I'm holding off on buying any more American Silver Eagles for the rest of this year, if not longer. And I'm focusing on the maples.
Gotcha. And you already put that video out? Or,
I did.
or
I dropped it.
I
already dropped that video. It was a video with my local coin shop dealer, Tim. No more.
Yeah.
All done.
Yeah,
or whatever.
I'm sure I watched it.
Okay.
But I was driving home. I have a 2-hour commute from Virginia to West Virginia.
Yeah.
And I can't pay attention as much as I wish I could. But
No problem.
so the maple leaf, is that what you would suggest
I
for
would-
around $30?
I would absolutely suggest you check out the maple leaf as your government minted silver bullion of choice. Another one
Gotcha.
you might want another one to look at, and I just bought a whole tube of these 2 days ago because I got a great deal, and it was the Britannias. I've noticed that the Britannias from England are actually pretty good from a premium standpoint.
Yeah, I think I've seen your video where y'all were talking about that. Maybe it was the last live stream. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and don't forget the Constitutional, too, like the one you just won.
Yeah. Thank you very much, sir.
All right,
I appreciate that.
Don't forget
Yes,
to
sir.
email me, all right? YankeeStacking@gmail.com.
Got you. Thank you, sir.
Take care.
Yep, you too.
Bye-bye. All right, that's a great call. All right, I am going to hold on any more calls at this point. I'm going to close the line because I have Mukarram on with me. So give me 1 second because I did see another super chat from Frank. Frank, JM Bullion was sold out of U.S. constitutional silver. Chinese real estate firms are not paying debts in United States dollars. Saudi Arabia and Nigeria both made military deals with Russia. More black swans coming. Well, thank you for that insight, Frank. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Very generous. John Ruck also, $2. Let's go, Brandon. How many times am I going to see "Let's go, Brandon"? I'm seeing it everywhere. People are dropping that in all my comments. Oh, my goodness. God bless you, too. Thanks a lot, John. I appreciate that $2. All right, guys. All right. I am going to make sure we are set to go here. Let me unmute this. Let me hold on. I want to double check something here. Mukarram, just give me a moment. We're going to switch over to our guest. And I will let you see me. Mukarram, you're definitely you're lucky. You get to see me face to face because we've definitely built a lot of trust here, and we talk back and forth. We have a good arrangement here. So I'm gonna let you see my face, and we can talk. That way, everyone else can listen in on it as well. So let me just introduce Mukarram Mawjood. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching tonight. I have on with me Mukarram Mawjood. He's the head of trading at Bullionite and the chief investment officer at Blackstone Commodity Group. He's out in California. Sorry, dude. Just teasing you, man. And has helped, I would say dozens of people in our stacking community answer, investing questions, stacking questions. You've helped people directly through my channel diversify their portfolios into physical gold and silver. You've done this for over 15 years. You really know your stuff. You specialize in it, which is rare. I talked to a financial advisor last week, and he said, "Oh, yeah, I buy silver for my kids on their birthday." And I was like, wow, that's pretty good because most financial advisors don't even recognize physical silver and gold, but you do, okay? And you also specialize in other commodities too, like oil and real estate and even that C word, crypto.
The word you don't like that much, right?
It's okay, buddy. It's always a pleasure to have you on, and
you.
I'm really excited to hear, because let me set the stage here, guy. Since we talked last time, precious metals got crushed, slapped around, and it really hurt. A lot of people were just upset. I got more emails from people saying, "That's it, I'm finished, I'm done." And I was trying to help them, with the way they view precious metals, less like an investment, more like insurance. And then this week, we get quite a rebound. It's looking much better. So I'd like to get your take on all these fluctuations that we've gone through. And finally, I want you to talk about oil, okay? And especially how that relates to gold and what we should be watching. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much, Yankee. Again, I love coming on your show. Love the audience. They're very, very sophisticated when it comes to precious metals, right? Yeah. I think what's interesting with what you just said, I know that metals did get hit over the last month or so since we spoke, right?
Oh, yeah.
But I think it's not as bad as what people saw it, when it happened, because if you look at the technicals, if you look at the seasonality of metals, it's normal. like coming out of the summer or going sometimes into an extended summer, metals do trade sideways, which is the time where you accumulate as much as you can.
Right.
And then suddenly, either sometimes in September, sometimes in October, you'll start seeing kind of like a new weekly high being formed, getting ready for the seasonality that happens November, December, January, February, where gold runs up quite a bit. If you look at the chart in 2020, that's when the record high was created.
That's true. Yep.
The last 2 weeks of December is when it started running up to that record high. So keep that in mind. It's not, you didn't see any major chart damage that happened or technical chart damage.
Are you serious?
We'll go over that.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's not scary at all.
All right. Oh, that's important. I want people to see this. So that's why I have you on, because you're an expert at the charts. You can help us with the technicals. Show us what happened. And then everyone wants to know what's going to happen. Did we hit a bottom?
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to bottoms, first, I think here's how you have to look at it. One, and it's better when it's done visually, and we'll do a chart and you can see that.
Good.
As long as you don't take out the previous major kind of low that was established in that 1640 area or so,
right.
That was the main level that I was watching when this kind of sell-off happened a few weeks ago, where the market did not even come close to that. I thought it might even breach 1700 or 1720 very quickly, but it didn't. It actually bounced way before that. And that's a very good sign, because what it's doing is that it's establishing what we call a higher low on the next leg down, which it did, right?
Right. It did.
So when this question of has it bottomed? Well, really, if you didn't take out the previous low, there's no real conversation for a bottom, because in order for it to bottom, and if it is a weak market, it should have attempted the previous low and taken that out. And if it did take that out, then you can talk about a bottom.
Okay.
No?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's a healthy market. It just has some competition from, markets that run up $17,000 in a day like crypto does.
Okay, I know, right? So tell me about your clients really quick. Are you seeing your clients looking at this going, "Oh my word, Mukarram, I want more. This is a buying opportunity. I want in. I've been waiting for this pullback." Is that what you're seeing?
I think as always, there's a few different, it's a broad spectrum of clients, right? But the individual who understands precious metals as something that has multiple aspects to it, not just a hedge against inflation, not just about protecting yourself from a stock market crash, they love any kind of pullback in metals, because they're looking at as a way of getting as much as you can at a time where the market has given you a gift. It's like a godsend, right? If it drops $100, if it drops $200.
Gift from heaven.
Exactly. But then there are other individuals who I trade the market. So sometimes when I own the physical, I might trade some short futures contracts if we're in, I've showed you that before, right? So I do have clients who are like that, who understand the trends, and then they go, "Hey, Mukarram, do you think we've now broken out of this trend? Now I'd like to start buying." And for that, I always look at the seasonality. And I think this is a great time. If you haven't gotten in, if you haven't, gotten out of the stock market or converted your IRA or 401k and protected it, it's a great time to get in before the seasonality kicks in and it goes up maybe $200-300, right?
I agree. Yeah. So you're saying that you're seeing that happen. You're seeing your clients still accumulating. There's no capitulation going on, right?
No, there's no except for there's a very small group of clients who, if they got in really early and they have seen a massive run, then they may be looking at diversifying a little bit because it's been sideways for a while.
Yes.
Right? It's been trading sideways. That's all it is. It's not a big deal. But that's something we saw in 2008. We saw that in 2011 when it hit a record high at that time. I saw that in 2014. So it's not uncommon.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. So you're going to show us some really cool graphs, right?
Yes. I want to go over some charts with you. Okay.
Oh, that's what I want to see. Charts. This guy knows his charts. He makes it very easy to understand. I have learned a lot from you, Mukarram. And then there are those that after this is over, I get emails saying, "How do I get in touch with Mukarram? I want to talk with him." In the description of this live stream, when the video drops, you will see all the information you need for Mukarram. Reach out to him. He'll definitely help you out. You know what I'm
Can
going to do?
you see the chart right now?
I can, but I am blocking it. So hold on one second
Okay.
here.
All right.
I want to make sure that I'm not in the way. There we go. That's a little bit better. Yes, I can see the chart. And, okay. You're going to talk about stochastics, aren't you?
Well, we're going to talk about a few things.
Okay.
So that everyone can benefit and
Good.
they can, they can put their fears to rest sometimes.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yep.
I think the first thing to understand here is last time when you and I got on the show, it was after this big drop, that the market had kind of collapsed to that. Remember that 1680 region we talked about?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So that was that.
This is gold.
I call that a reaction bottom. Okay. It's called a reaction bottom because as soon as it hit that number, there was a lot of buying that came in. Now, believe you me, that buying is not the retail person who buys for 100 grand or 200 grand. That's like millions of dollars that come in. And I actually was watching it when I was trading futures contracts early in the morning, where it just pinned out. So those are a couple words. When something pins out, like on a candle, like for example here, this is like a pin. That's what we call a pin out from there. And it's a reaction bottom. That tells you immediately to go look at, hey, did this happen before? And you can see right here, it was a reversal point.
Was that directly after the FOMC?
No, that wasn't direct. No,
Okay,
it wasn't right after the FOMC. There was a drop, the initial drop, and then I remember this because it happened on a Sunday early morning. Like as soon as the market opened on the West Coast at around, it's like 3 p.m. West Coast, Sunday afternoon. And then suddenly there was this big gap down and then the reaction bottom happened, right? And then I think we had the show a couple of days after, and then we were saying, hey, this is the low that we want to keep an eye on. But what's interesting is that 1680. So if you were to circle that right here, that was the reaction bottom. You see that? So when the market came back up, everything was nice, and steady. And this is the part that you were talking about. Hey, we got hammered again, right?
Yeah.
Now, I don't see it that way because I just look at this and say, okay, it did get, it did run up quite a bit from 1680 to almost 1840. Now, that's a big run. That's like, almost like,
good point,
like $200 or so, right? $140, $160 or so. So that's a big number. You want to see a correction at that time, or like I said, sometimes I say like a monster needs to breathe at that time. But then what happened was this candle was fine, but the next candle, when it happened here, that was the one that I think scared people, where in one day it dropped another about $80 or so. But here's what's interesting, Yankee, when it came down, even though it came down for this many days and everyone was panicking, it never took out the 1680. Didn't even come close to it. You see that?
No, you're right.
Not even close to it. 1720 was the stop. And then obviously after the FOMC meeting and a few things and the debt ceiling, this was the debt ceiling run up.
That was the debt ceiling run up. Yep.
This was the FOMC meeting run up.
Yep.
We're now about to break kind of a downtrend line that has been, and that was a horrible downtrend line that I just drew. But this, look at
that's not good either.
Yeah, that's because my pen is really good.
That's okay, buddy. Yeah.
But these are the descending tops. Like if you look at, this is what we call one top here, then you have a top right here. You have to hit 3 spots in a straight line. We're just now peeking out of it, right? So sometimes you'll see a back test of that line before it gets going. But I like it because it's showing a lot of strength. And there's 2 more charts that you need to see. One is the US dollar, got hit quite a bit a couple days ago. And then the oil chart.
And then, but you're going to show us silver, right?
Yes.
Got to see that chart.
Another thing, just quickly, that everyone can see this now. Obviously, on a daily, you saw a big run from 1740 to almost 1800. I do think that 1800 is a resistance area. You're coming into kind of a congestion right here. This is the reason why I think it should pull back a little before it goes on the next leg, because we're coming into that season. So get ready. Don't get worried if that was to happen. I don't think it's going to be a big pullback. The thing to understand here is I want you to look at the stochastics. And I know, first, just to define this to the audience, even if there's new people coming in, a couple of the indicators that we use to see if a market is overbought or saturated with buying, or if it's oversold or saturated with selling, is we look at a stochastic or an RSI. We'll get into that more. I mean, a lot of your clients who we've helped understand these things, these are the two indicators. And the one thing you'll see is, yes, they both have run up quite a bit on the daily. And when they get to this level, you'll see a little bit of a correction, right?
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about that, right? So when they cross, right? Yep.
Well, yeah, but you have to understand this in different time frames. Like, for example, when I see this, especially if you see a big run in any asset class, whether it's gold, silver, platinum, crude oil, whatever it is, I usually like to look at the weekly on that, and then suddenly the weekly is way down there. You see that? That's what I like about this, because this is indicating to me that this is just starting out after the cross here and then the cross here. And that's why don't get too like panicky or stressed out if you see a movement down in gold after this run up, because it's just getting ready to maybe take out this high on the weekly and then get ready for a nice run.
I got you.
There will be levels that it'll get kicked back at. It's just how it is, especially when you have a market like crypto taking a lot of attention. But gold is very solid, especially if you look at this big run that happened. And it's just a consolidation period. That's all it's doing. Nothing, thinking that it's hammered or anything like that.
All right. Okay, I used the wrong word then. It felt like it, and a lot of people felt like that's what was going on. But if you take a look at it in this regard, it does look like it was acting normally, consolidating,
Sometimes
building.
you need meditation to absorb.
I know, right? Well, show us silver, okay? Because that one really got hammered. Yeah. I'm gonna say hammered. We went into. I think we were in a bear market. We were down below 20%. 25. It's down.
The overall market sentiment, Yankee, right now, I mean, I trade every day, okay? I'm not a day trader, but I trade the markets every day. Sometimes I would day trade a market, but I'm not a day trader. I'm a swing trader, or what you call a position trader. So I build a massive position, I'll hold on to it until a big swing, and then I'll get out of it. It hasn't been easy. It's not in the last 2 months. I mean, anyone who says, oh, it's so easy, it's like a walk in the park, it's not.
No.
And that's why it's been difficult even in precious metals. But what I like about silver is silver's $20 handle is very, very strong. Okay. It's been supported there many times. Silver is slightly weaker than gold because you can see from this reaction bottom, it was taken out. See the difference? Right?
Oh, yeah.
That's why you need to understand the concepts of reaction bottoms, what happens there, and gold is stronger right now. But in silver, I always like silver. Let's just say until silver breaks out of the $30 region on the top and breaks down from the $20 region at the bottom, right? This is a tradable market between 20 and 30, okay? Very, very easy when it comes to futures contracts. You go in the lower end, like when you're closer to 20, you go long. When you're closer to 30, you could short on futures contracts. But if you're a precious metals, like a physical precious metals investor, what you want to do is you'll see those spreads narrow as the eagle cost comes down, as the spot price comes down. You buy more towards the $20 range, and then you kind of hold off when it comes close to 30, like 28 or 30, because you want to get confirmation if it closes over 30 and wants to go higher. At that time, if you want to buy, it's great because now you've had a breakout. But if you're in physical precious metals, that's how you have to do it. Some of your IRA clients, that's how we help them. Right? When
they come in. You told them to, right? I know. I remember that. He was like, I want to buy it in my IRA, and you were like, wait.
Let's just hold off. The funds came in, and we would sit on the IRA and we'll wait till we saw the market come closer towards that region, and then we would pile on, and then they get a better entry point. And that's how we can help people with the physical metals inside of their retirement accounts.
Excellent. Now, real quick on this one. If we have a market correction, a big one, a crash, would you likely see, or would you think we would likely see what we saw in 2008, where markets tanked and gold also reacted downward initially? Would we see that kind of reaction initially if the market had a 30% correction? Would we see, gold and silver do it?
Great
well?
question, but I think a couple things have to be taken into consideration when you start comparing different, like especially long-term timelines, right?
Mm-hmm.
One is you are absolutely correct. Whenever you've had a stock market that has gone up for a significant period of time, like for example in 2008, it was going up from 2005 or 2004, like 2003, sorry. In the initial stages, all markets will come down together. And people ask me, why does gold come down when the stock market drops? It's very simple. It's because of what we call margin-related liquidation. A lot of people are margined on their accounts and their stock accounts like 2 or 3 times. And therefore, if they have profitable positions in other markets, they would exit out of them. And that's what causes gold to come down temporarily. And then the stock market will continue lower, whereas gold turns around and goes up. That's what it did in 2008, right?
Right.
In today's market, it may be a little different. Here's why I say that. Because one, we're seeing inflation in the commodity-related inflation going on. Because if you look at the price of oil, it's gone from $40 to $80 in the last like 5 months or so. Okay, that's a big deal. Nobody's seeing that. I remember this because crude oil is one of the things I trade the most over the years. And I traded crude oil in all of these different legs. Okay, I traded crude oil when it went from $30 a barrel to 50, and then from 50 to $148 a barrel from 2006 to 2008 when it did that. A lot of people asked me during that time, why would crude oil go up when the stock market's dropping? It doesn't make any sense, because it's an inflation hedge. It's simple as that, you know? Yep. So you're seeing commodity-related inflation going on right now. And I think there's 2 things to keep in mind. Gold may have already, by delaying its run-up and the fact that it's pinned out, sometimes it's come down quite a bit when you don't expect it to.
Right.
May have gone through that margin-related liquidation to some extent.
Already?
May have. Because, in my opinion, a lot of money flowed from metals to cryptocurrency in 2020. And this is the reason why, after you created a new record high, we didn't come back and then attempt the breakout from there. Because in 2020, when we hit 2,090 or so on the front month contract in gold, in physical gold, you expected it to come down, maybe $100, $150, then consolidate and then go higher. But the extended drop was a little weird, right? So maybe that drop is already accounted for.
Wow.
Does that mean that it's not going to drop at all? No. Yeah. But I do believe that gold has a lot of catch up to do with oil, and I'll show you that chart in a little while.
I do.
Great question.
I do want to talk about why we should be watching oil and how that oil to gold ratio gives us some indication where we could see gold rise quite a bit. I want you to show that. But I do want to mention too what I'm discussing with some of my members too. One of them last night, we had a good conversation. He asked me, what is your buying like in precious metals right now, Yankee? And I told him, I said, I've got a lot of dry powder on the side. And what I'm doing is I'm trickling in the silver right now, bit by bit on each drop. But I'm not backing up the truck because I hear you. You say maybe that, that reaction won't be the same as it was in 2008. I don't know. I think there's an opportunity that when this really does go sideways and everything starts dropping, I think gold and silver could do the same thing. And I want to be able to, at that point, back up the truck. I want to be able to make a larger position or build a larger position if that were to happen. But I'm not just waiting and not buying anything. Every dip I'm buying. So that's kind of how I've approached this right now, because I think something big's going to happen in the next few years during this administration.
You may not get as an extended sell-off as it did in 2008, because I feel like gold has been building this pressure in the last few months, and every time it tries to get going, it gets hit back, tries to get going, gets hit back. So I think some of it is already done, like some of the dropping is already done. Wow. We just need, you can see if the stock market collapses, then that's when you'll have a big run. Because here's what's interesting, especially for people like you who are not big crypto fans, right?
Most of the people in this chat are probably not big crypto fans, although I know there are some that are listening.
But you can still make money from crypto and
I
be
know you
happy
can.
about it and smile
Yeah.
about it.
Yes, you can, and you've proven that fact. You can trade it.
Yeah.
Just don't marry it.
There's no merit, exactly, because it's a completely tradable instrument. But here's what I wanted to mention. If you go back to 2008 and go back like more than a decade or so, if you look at crypto, at that time, Bitcoin, because at that time, that was the biggest thing, Bitcoin, right? Ethereum was also okay. But Bitcoin was never related. Like directly related to the equity market. It wouldn't drop when the stock market drops.
Okay.
It wouldn't go up when the stock market goes up.
All right.
Nowadays, since there's more adoption going on and a lot of hedge funds are getting involved and banks are getting involved, you can see Bitcoin is very correlated with the stock market.
It is. They like to think of it as being not correlated, but it is.
It is.
Absolutely. By the way,
So
can you
that's
drop?
why,
Can we see your face? Because they can't see mine. I want to see your face while you're talking.
I'm on. My camera's on.
Oh, yep. But we're seeing silver futures.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Stop sharing, and
Let
we
me
can
stop
we
the
can
show.
chat.
Okay.
There you
Thank
go.
you. Okay,
Now we can
appreciate
listen to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I wanted to go back to the oil chart, but I'll do that quick.
Okay.
So what I was saying is, if you look at 2008 and earlier on, when Bitcoin was, when people started just getting into it, it was never so correlated with the equity market. Nowadays, like anybody who's trading crypto, you know this. If you see the stock market down in the overnight session, you know crypto is going to be down the next day.
Yeah,
it's that easy. Okay,
it's a speculative asset. Just
if
like,
it's up in the overnight session, crypto's up. So that also tells me that if there's a massive crash in the equity market, there's a very high probability that crypto could drop
big time,
and then gold could go higher rather than gold dropping with equity markets.
I gotcha. So that is a little different than back in 2008 when we had yes. All right, so let's talk about oil. Okay, it's been going up. It's above what, $80 a barrel now?
Yeah, it's just over 80 today.
Can that continue in your estimation over the next few years? You see triple digit oil? Do you see this, getting out of hand and breaking all-time highs?
Well, here's what's interesting. Oil has always been a commodity that when it tends to do things that people don't expect it to do. Okay. And I've traded crude oil since 2005. Okay. That's how long I've been trading crude oil and the derivatives of crude oil, like gasoline, heating oil, natural gas. Just this last couple of weeks, I was, in and out of, crude oil, like oil futures and then natural gas futures. Important thing to keep in mind. Crude is not shy of triple digits. It's done it many times.
True.
It's gone from $30 a barrel to $148, in that 2006 to 2008 time. It's gone from 25 to 112. So the $100 area is not a big deal, but psychologically, it does become something that as soon as you hit that barrier, it tends to come down. The key thing to understand is crude going higher now as an inflation hedge? Or is it going higher because there's a lot of demand issues going on? Because of COVID, we saw crude go to -40, which we've never seen in our lives, right? So that's another thing. People never expected it to go to negative, and it went -40.
Right.
Now the thing is, with all of the world reopening and everything going on, and with the amount of demand that's needed, or the supply that's needed, we could see crude oil easily go past 100. It just depends on psychologically what it does there. Now, here's another interesting thing. Crude sometimes recently has shown us that it goes up like $2, $3 in a couple of days. That's what we call an average true range, an ATR. The ATR for crude has increased significantly. You know what's increased significantly? Natural gas. I traded natural gas when it went from $2 to $14 during Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah.
Okay. And since Hurricane Katrina, natural gas has always been between $2 and $1.50 to $2 or $2 and $3. Natural gas has gone from $2 to $6.50 in the last couple months in the US, but it's gone to $20 or $30 in Europe because they're expecting a massive shortage and a very, very bad winter. This is why I call it commodity inflation. Inflation is not showing up in the price of sugar or bread, but it's showing up in commodities.
And soon gold and silver.
And soon gold and silver.
So talk to us about the oil to gold or gold to oil ratio and how that can help us see where gold and precious metals are going in general.
Yeah, so I'll give you a way that I kind of analyze this, right? So first, to benefit everyone that they can get these levels, let's look at something here. One, the basic premise is that these are all raw commodities, right? Gold is a raw commodity, silver is a raw commodity, plus an industrial commodity. Crude oil is a massive industrial commodity, and it's a raw commodity. Let's look at something that I find very intriguing, okay? And this is why I feel like if people position their portfolios in the right way, they can make some massive gains, especially in the precious metals sector, once we have certain fundamentals that help us. One, let's just go to this time period where gold had this reaction bottom, okay, which is in August, right? So you even have like the midweek of August, like the middle of August is when gold did that at 1680, okay? Then gold went up and then came back lower. And then since then, it still hasn't taken out even this high, right? And it's been like August, September, October. So it's been like 3 months, okay? So I want everyone in the audience to understand that we hit 1680 in the middle of August. And in 3 months, we still haven't gone that high to take out the previous high before we hit 1680. Now and the important thing to keep in mind is mid-August, okay? That's the date, the timeline I want you to keep in mind. And now we're in the mid of October, right? So now let's clear the screen and let's change this chart into a crude oil chart, okay? And again, it's a daily chart, okay? Meaning it's just the same chart. All of the parameters are the same. And the only thing that's been changed on this is the fact that it is crude oil now instead of gold, okay? That's all. Everyone can see that, right? You can see that, Yankee? Now, let's go back to mid-August. See this? Mid-August. Strange, right? Gold came down, crude came down. But since then, look at the trajectory of crude, okay? This is very, very interesting. This is like forensic science, right? When you do this with markets. You're seeing oil at $62, and it's gone up to $81 in that same period. And it has broken through every high and just blasted off like nothing could stop it.
Well, gold languished.
Yes. So this is why I'm saying if they are raw commodities, and they're in a complex. It's not an old concept. This gold to oil ratio or oil to gold ratio has been there for so long since we've been trading, even before that. All you have to do is say, hey, if gold has to do a catch up, how much? I mean, even if it comes close to this, there's a massive run now that gold has to do when it comes to playing catch up. That's the important time. In this timeline, just in this timeline between August 15th and October 15th, oil's moved up from $60 to $81 or $62. That's $20. That's like 30%, massive. So gold could move up 30, 40% in price if it wants to catch up with that oil movement,
Wow.
That's what I want. It's more gold to oil ratio. There's no silver. We don't compare silver as much with oil. And oil's not done. It may take a correction. I'm actually waiting for it. I just before I got on this phone call with you, right? Yeah. It's amazing. Just before I got on the phone call with you, I got out of my oil futures contracts. Meaning my long oil futures contracts, because I was like, it's gone up quite a bit. And it's gone up in the evenings every day. And I was and I'm not saying I caught the whole move. That's disclosure. I don't catch the entire move, okay?
You told us that last time. You're trying to get that range in the middle, right?
Range in the middle.
Yeah.
Sometimes because you're trading futures contracts, you don't even have to be in it for more than a week. You can be like, oil has a certain cycle to it. Like I figured it out. That if you're in it for a few days and then there's an inventory report comes out, you get out before that, then you go back in. There's ways to do it. I just got out about half an hour before our call of my long oil futures. I'm saying, hey, tomorrow is Friday. There might be profit taking. I want to let it come down. If it's up, I don't mind, because remember, in trading, you want to make decisions that you don't have regret over. I was like, I made good money. I'm fine with it. I'm going to get out. And then once the correction happens, even if it's $2 or $3, I'll get back into it, because I don't think it's done. I don't think it's done going up.
Think we can break all-time highs?
In crude?
Yes.
I don't think so. Not on this run without a good correction. The all-time highs are $148 a barrel for crude. That's a long way from here. I think you can test very close to 100.
Long term, next 3 years.
Oh, long term, it all depends. It all depends on how much of a demand constriction, a supply constriction we have. And also, there's a lot of politics that gets played with oil, with OPEC and OPEC plus. And you know me, Yankee, I don't look at these exact numbers. I look at ranges, and I find ways on how can I get myself and my clients into that sweet spot. And if we can take advantage of that, then I'll be like, I'm done. I'll move on to something else.
Okay.
All
right. So what would you give stackers? What advice would you give stackers right now? Silver stackers, gold stackers, for the rest of this year?
Stackers are individuals with very, very strong beliefs, especially when it comes to their philosophy in the markets, in the political administration, what's going on in their lives. And that's what I love about them, because you believe in something that is very, very important to you. And therefore, first, don't get panicked by this market, okay? And then don't let a lot of other markets that tend to be performing much better than your sector make you feel bad for stacking. No, you're stacking for reasons other than just growth, because there are
avoid the FOMO.
Avoid the FOMO. That's one. The other thing is, if ever you're lucky enough or fortunate enough to get great price entries like you've gotten in the last couple months in gold or in silver especially, I consider it a massive value proposition getting into it, because you're not just stacking and accomplishing some of your philosophical goals on those, but you're also accomplishing something that can give you a significant amount of growth. And that's why don't give up on stacking, and actually, strengthen it as you're going forward.
Yep. How do you help your clients when it comes to stacking?
Physical precious metals is something that I always love. It's like owning treasure, right? It's something that is it gives you ownership of your destiny. That's what I feel like it. So when it comes to my clients, you can get physical precious metals from us directly as a cash purchase if you want, meaning you can wire funds in and then we can ship you metals. Or most of our clients, what they do is they may be in the stock market right now inside of a 401k, inside of an IRA that is at record highs in the stock market with significant volatility. You can get out of that, do a transfer without any taxes or penalties, and then buy actual physical precious metals, gold eagles, silver eagles inside of your IRA, and keep those metals at the Delaware depository, and have no tax consequences and have metals in it.
Now, something inside of me just goes, oh my word, you're going to stick it in a depository. Well, I like to have my metals with me. I just literally walked over to my vault, pulled it out, brought it over here. That's important to me. However, when it's in an IRA, or when we're talking about a retirement account, you have to have it a custodian, and you can take ownership of it and have it delivered. So it's not like it's the worst thing in the world. You sometimes have to do that in certain circumstances. I don't do it quite as much as some people do, but I do know that you've helped dozens of people get their IRAs, their 401ks and stuff migrated over into a self-directed IRA and get them into physical metals that are monitored and secured. And then they can take ownership of that when they want. The delivery can be made.
And also, that's where I want to make sure that I'm very clear. Just because you have metals, physical metals in your IRA, does not mean that you don't have ownership of it.
No, that's true.
Yes, you do. You have complete ownership of it because it's at the Delaware depository. Right. It's under the name of your IRA. And the other thing is, it doesn't mean you can't take it out because at any time you can call me, even the next day after you put the metals in there, after it gets delivered, goes through the quality control. It takes some time once it goes there, and you can say, hey, can you get it distributed out to me? Yes, we can do that.
It's just hard for a stacker like me. You know, if you don't hold it, you don't own it, right? So that's why I said that, right? Yep.
But think about this. If you have 400 or 500 or 100,000 or 500,000 or $1 million in the stock market,
true,
instead of it going down 30-40% in value, you get out at the top of this market, and then you put it into metals that have come down quite a bit, you know, from their high, and then you watch it go up significantly while the stock market comes down. I mean, what a beautiful place to be.
That is a wise move. Again, that's money that you can't, you know, go to your local coin shop dealer and buy some gold and bring it home and stick it in your vault. You can't do that with that.
I'll give you a beautiful example, right?
Okay,
Two
good.
examples. One, because in the beginning of this, program, you said about how financial advisors don't like gold, which is very, very true. First of all, they have no clue about how physical gold works or the premiums or how you get out of it and get in out. That's one. The other thing is they're not really interested in that because it doesn't serve their benefit. You know, it's not in their benefit because they can't charge you commission back and forth when they're getting out. But here's an interesting thing. I had a client, from the East Coast, and he was so against physical metals about a year and a half ago. Yeah, physical metals. He was so against because he had a financial advisor in one of these big firms, and he had made him feel like physical metals is such a bad thing to be doing. Now, after he spoke to me and saw my analysis, even when I recommended him to get physical metals, he said, Mukarram, I can't do this because I really don't, I don't want to change what I said. Okay, that's fine, but watch the market, watch what it's going to do. Now he had gone back and, gotten into an argument with his financial advisor. And then just to appease him, the financial advisor says, okay, this gold thing is not going to do anything, but I'm going to buy you some paper gold to show you that it's not going to do you anything, like an index or like a money fund. Yeah. And guess what? That made him money, and then he liquidated that account and moved it to mine because he understood. Now this is how they don't want to even talk about metals. Okay, so that's one. It's important to educate clients that they can do metals in different ways, but the best way is to get the physical, and you don't have to have it in a safe in your house. There's ways to do it and still have ownership.
I do like that as the primary.
Of course,
got the
and
cash.
I love it too. A portion of it.
I know you stack, and I know you have it, and you didn't bring any probably today, but I know you do, and I know you have it at home, but or on your person. But the point is, there are some assets that you can't put into precious metals and take physical ownership. A lot of people in their IRAs feel forced into the markets, and and some of them are just gambling with that rather than trying to preserve it. And I think that's where gold and silver in an IRA, physical gold and silver in an IRA, can make sense.
Exactly. Now, here's one more story. It just happened last week, right?
All right.
I have a client that got into precious metals with me in a significant way over the last maybe year or so. And he's been very, very happy as the market's been doing its thing. He was also someone who never had physical metals in an IRA before, right? So I was able to educate him, show him all that. Yeah. But then just about a few weeks ago, he wanted to take distribution, a portion of those metals, because he wanted to leave it as a legacy for some of his friends' kids.
Oh, wow.
Imagine. And he was like, Mukarram, can I ever do this? Is it possible? And we were able to completely set up so here's what we did. We set up a depository account under his individual name at the Delaware Depository. Then we did what's called an asset in kind distribution, meaning the metals get moved from his IRA into his individual account, but they get taxed at a lower rate because it gets moved as a metal, not as dollars, right?
Oh, wow, yeah.
So so you do have a tax advantage when you do it that way, and I'll explain that later on, or if clients call in. Right. After that, then we did what's called an asset in kind distribution, put the metals in there. Then we asked him, depending on how many of those coins you want going to one person, you give us a sheet, then you can get your children or your friends' children to sign it, and then they can have ownership of these metals whenever they want.
Wow.
So you can leave as an inheritance, you can leave physical metals to your grandkids, to your children, or as a legacy, if you have your IRA protected in physical precious metals.
Excellent. I think that definitely fits for some people, not all, but definitely some. If you're interested in learning more about how to purchase physical gold and silver in your IRA and have it stored safely, talk to Mukarram. His information is going to be in the description below. Mukarram, you've had a lot of people reach out to you that have watched my channel, and I really do appreciate the amount of time you spend. You don't charge them just to talk about this stuff, right? They call you, you chat about it, you help them understand their options. It's really good.
Thank you so much, Yankee. I appreciate it. Really appreciate it.
Now, all right, I think it's time we answer some questions, okay? Because, I mean, we've had some people in the chat that have been firing off questions. I'm sorry if I've ignored you. There were some super chats, too, that came in here, and I feel really bad. Stop Struggling Now. I don't know if he's still in here. He dropped $5. I apologize if I missed it. I was so fixated on what Mukarram was saying, but thank you so much for doing that. Yeah, if you got questions from Mukarram, okay, actually, Silver Kid 23, $10. Thank you, Silver Kid 23. If you got questions, put them in the chat. Mukarram will spend a few more minutes with us before he splits. We got a couple giveaways coming up, so you want to stick around for that. But this is your chance. Yes, thank you, Traham. 2, yes, Mukarram is the man. I love talking with him, and the feedback that I've gotten from people who have spent time with him has been just tremendous. So definitely are. What will be the October surprise? Says Shady McGravy Gaming Channel. What is the October surprise?
October surprise, that's probably a question for you.
I don't know. I don't have one. Sometimes there's the October surprise. It's classic, right? October, stock market gets rattled. Some of the larger drops in market history have occurred in October. So yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen again, but it's interesting. We'll see. I don't know what that surprise will be. Millstack says, what do you think about oil companies like Whitecap Resources? That's definitely not for me because I haven't followed Whitecap. I don't know if you have, Mukarram.
Not really, but it depends on, like, I know oil companies have a lot of, issues with them, especially when you look at the big names. What I've noticed recently, though, is if you look at ExxonMobil or some of the big oil companies, they haven't had that much of a run in the price of the stock when oil is going up. That's a very interesting thing. Huh. And so it's good to have a look on, really look into why that is. And I've been doing that, especially with all the hurricanes we've had and refinery problems we've had. I think that's where they're getting hurt in their margins. It's better to own the horse that pulls the carriage than owning the oil companies.
Does Mukarram even waste his time with fractional gold?
Well, I wouldn't say anything to do with gold is not a waste of time, first of all. Okay, that's very, very important to me because gold is an absolute treasure of an asset. But I do like the 1 ounces way better than any of the smaller fractions. The smallest fraction that I'll go down to is probably the ½ ounce, simply because there's a time during the year, and also there's a time during the like in an uptrend where the spread on the ½ ounce eagle is higher than the spread on the 1 ounce eagle when you're selling it, like from an IRA. Like meaning when you're getting it out of a client or you're trying to make more money for your client, I've noticed that the ½ ounce eagle gives you a better spread. Okay.
Please explain the benefit of the physical distribution. That's from Dan Johnson. So maybe he was talking.
Yeah,
you're talking about that.
There's 2 major advantages of the physical distribution from your IRA into doing what's called an asset in-kind distribution. The first one is not as great as an advantage as the second one. So I want people to pay attention to this, okay? So the first advantage is when you say, hey, instead of taking $100,000 out of my IRA in dollars or getting it wired to my account as a distribution like most people do, or even if it's $10,000, what you say is, I want the physical coin either distributed to a Delaware depository, storage account, or we can send it directly to your house. Understand that you can get it distributed directly to your house. Right. The first advantage is that because the coin is looked at the spot price of the gold market, you don't, for taxation purposes, they don't report the higher retail value of the gold American Eagle coin. So on the statement of an IRA, you'll see the spot price of gold being used as a statement value. And therefore, the distribution is based off of the spot price of gold, not of the price of the gold eagle. Okay. So there is a small advantage in the tax, and it does add up if you're taking it out, right? So that's one. Yep. But here's the next big advantage. Once you get the metals distributed out, and now it's in your hands, whether it's in your house or in the Delaware Depository, and then you sit on it, and then the gold market goes up, right? Mm-hmm. As the gold market goes up, and then let's say if gold goes up another $300, and then you want to sell those coins, we're ready to buy it back from you at any time. Okay, we'll buy back any amount of coins from you. When we purchase it back, it's already been taxed. You've already paid taxes on it, so there's no reporting requirements on that purchase. So that's a big advantage for you if you can figure out how you can do that when it comes to your, when it comes to your taxes, because it's essentially like a Roth IRA growing inside your house and has no gains.
You're trading my physical gold, man. No, that's great. That's good tax advice.
That's a massive advantage when it comes to taxes, because you've already paid taxes on it, and then it has that ability to grow.
All right, that was worth a long answer, but we've got some questions you just got to fire off answers, quick ones for, because they're filing in here like crazy. Jen says, hi, should we wait for a pullback on gold and focus on silver for now?
Well,
short answer?
Gold is the stronger player at the moment. Pullback on gold, sometimes, you can never time your pullbacks. So, and you don't know how deep they'll be. I think you should focus on both, but yes, if you don't have too much capital, discretionary capital, you should go with silver rather than gold.
How bad do you think the energy crisis will get, says William, stack it to the rafters. China's in massive blackouts, coal problems, oil problems, and everything energy. Also Evergrande. I mean,
China is, oh my God, what can you say about China? Find every way to get better trading education, understand investment education. I would say that's the most important thing, because all of these crises that's happening, they come with advantages. If you know how to harness the energy behind these crises, you can make a significant amount of profit from them. Don't shy away from them, but get your education.
Do you have any gold on your hands?
No, not
right now. Okay, Silver Lumberjack wanted to put you on the spot, but hey, oh well. Frank, though, wants to know, and I'm going to say in your lifetime, because you're still a young guy. You got a ways to go. Quite a few decades.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Do you think you'll see the United States dollar lose its world reserve currency status?
I've never been someone who... So I've never been someone who says, I don't think the currency will lose its reserve. I don't believe that the US dollar will lose its reserve status. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I have seen certain countries get away from pegging their revenue from the US dollar. Yep. Of course, these will be countries that don't have the best political relationship with us. Like Iran pegged away its oil. Oil was priced in euros instead of dollars, right? When it has always been priced in dollars. India at one time was using like certain commodities that they would exchange for oil with Iran instead of the dollar, right? So I don't think the dollar will lose its reserve currency, but it will lose its status as the most important reserve currency. And therefore, you need to prepare for that. And I do believe the dollar will go through weakness.
Dramatic weakness, in my opinion. I do believe that's going to happen. I think it even will happen in my lifetime. All right, that about the $600 reporting requirement that's being kicked around on legislation that they're trying to get passed.
There's some legislation going on about
$600
with IRAs and then with looking into
your bank accounts and all transactions. PayPal is saying, hey, it's $600. We're gonna have to. I'm like, what's so magical about $600? Right? That's not a lot of money. I'm sorry. I mean, it is.
Isn't that because it's the tax reporting? Like if you earn more than $600,
it's crazy.
You report it. Some nonsense.
It's nonsense, and it should stop. This is intrusion into our rights and liberties and privacy. So anyway, so I think, let me see if there are any last questions in here. Sorry, we'll do that. I don't know if you're looking at the chat too, because I don't.
I am. Yeah, I'm looking at a couple things here.
All right, so Dave Tester is saying something that. So everybody has been talking about this. Did you hear about the UK Mint running out of silver round blanks today
not
or
today. I didn't hear about
planchettes?
it. I mean, no, I've been
It's
focused on a
yeah,
couple of.
I didn't hear that either.
But I love the UK, the sovereign gold coin. Britannia's beautiful coins. Love them.
Oh, I love the UK Britannia. In fact, where's my Britannia? See, I did bring it.
Oh yeah, I saw
Look
you,
at that.
you had a Philharmonic, I think, right on Instagram. You had a picture of the
did.
Austrian Philharmonic.
I love the Philharmonic too because
Beautiful
it's
coin.
so. I love the edge on this thing too. I don't know if you know what the edge looks like on this.
Let's have a look.
Oh, okay. Well, I got to get it out of its protective coin capsule. Put me on the spot here. I do protect my gold because it's soft, especially the 24 karat stuff. But I will get it out for you, maybe.
Let's have a look, Yankee. Let's have a look.
Yeah,
Come
no
on.
pressure here. No pressure. I can get it out. There we go. Look at the edge on this.
Let me see.
And back. There. And I will zoom in because that will show it better, I think.
Yeah, I can't see
Look
it.
at that. Isn't that amazing?
Don't know why I can't see it.
Okay, well, I will switch to my main screen.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Can you see it now?
It hasn't.
On YouTube?
Hold on.
Look, yeah. Oh,
It hasn't switched yet. I think there's a little bit of a delay, right?
it's fine.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Oh my goodness.
I just
know.
think that's a beautiful design. They really made it. Yeah, that's just
I
pretty.
love gold coins. They're so beautiful. Imagine having this in your IRA, right? Like having these gold coins in your IRA is just amazing. Sometimes I have clients who come in.
I like them in my hands, Mukarram, better than in an IRA. However, I like it in both. I'd rather have my IRA in physical gold and silver than some meme stock or some technology stock right now. That's just how I feel about it.
God bless you, Yankee. Beautiful coin.
All right, and actually, I did have this. I wanted to show. This is the Blackstone Commodity Group website, blackstonecommodity.com/Yankee. Part of the precious metals tribe. Tell us about this, Mukarram, if they are interested in checking you out.
Yeah, this is for anyone who comes through your channel,
Okay.
and they want some like special help. Sometimes I talk to them on the phone. They can ask me any questions that they have. I've helped a lot of your clients figure out certain things about the markets, about their IRAs. So this is especially for your viewers, and they do get a lot of attention and a lot of help from us.
All right, I'm going to stick it in the chat right there. There's the link, guys. That's the Precious Metals Tribe. Are you part of the tribe? I hope you are. You'll definitely need to talk to Mukarram about it. If you're not, you need to. All right. Thanks so much again,
Someone
man.
said why Mukarram never holds physical. I do. I love physical. I have physical. So
You brought in some gold. You've shown us some incredible stuff, man. What are you talking about? That's like, oh yeah, I've had a lot of fun seeing your gold. Yep.
I do. I love physical gold as well, not just the futures contracts. Okay.
Yeah, definitely worth trading. So, Yankee, have you consulted me for any of that 320 stack all day? I know, right? I definitely figured out what to do with that chunk of money, and it wasn't mostly gold. Actually, it was a revenue stream for me in my retirement. So definitely didn't use it for that. But Mukarram has helped out a lot of people with the appropriate purchases of gold and silver. So check them out. I would rather have 70 ounces of silver. Okay, that's fine. All right, Cooper Kendall, you're back. You just missed it. You're going to have to watch the replay. All right, man. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you so much, Yankee. Take care, okay?
Take care.
Bye-bye.
All right. Boy, that was fun. I love talking with him. I learned so much when he shows me those charts. Absolutely fantastic. All right, so thank you, Ringo299. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, so we got a couple more things to do, partially giving away silver, because I know some of you have hung around for that. If you've just joined us, you're going to have to check out the replay. Mukarram gave some really good tips and talked to us about what has happened with gold and silver and what he thinks is coming or potentially could come. Guys, just keep stacking, all right? Ray Barr is in And he's calling it rigged. We haven't even given away. We haven't even done the wheel of names yet, Ray Bar. But let's actually, somebody said ping something. Let's do that. Let's make sure that this $50 Benji isn't fake from jcsgold.com, the sponsor of the giveaway today. Let me do it this way. How beautiful is that, huh? You can do that with the ping this way. Oh, yeah. And your ear will get very attuned to what is legit. I'll do the walker. You can also use the app on your phone, and it will tell you immediately if it's real or not. Again, nice. Just pinging it that way. You can also use the stack stick. There you go, and ping it that way. It's all legit, guys. This is good stuff. If you're interested in a pocket pinger, check out the description below. There's a link there. You can get one. They just restocked. They had sold out. There was such a demand for this thing. But they reached out to me and said, nope, Yankee, we've got a pile more. So make sure to let your viewers know. And they shipped me some new ones too. So I will be doing pocket pinger giveaways on the next Ask Yankee. Just saying. But if you can't wait to see if you're going to win, definitely buy one. They're not expensive. All right, so why don't we do, let's do the Benji first. Okay, if you're interested in winning this 1950, 1950 Benji, put something in the chat. That's all you got to do. You don't have to be a member, but you do need to be a subscriber to put something in my chat. So put anything, just any question, any word, whatever you need. Need a roll of Benjis. Yes, here we go. We're going to be giving away. Hey, Frank. Oh, let's make Yankee do an extra giveaway. No, Frank, you hit the 100 with that beautiful super chat. Thank you for that $16. There it is. $100.07. We will do an extra giveaway. Thanks to Frank. All right, so just letting people do their thing here. I'm going to give them a few more seconds. We're going to bring up the wheel of names. And we'll, let's see here. Let's get the participants. Whoops. I'm not seeing the Uh-oh. Well, that's weird. I just lost the chat. I've never seen that happen. Let me refresh it. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't do the wheel of names. Let me close the chat and bring it up again. So pop it out here. Okay, let it catch up. You just have to put something in there. You don't have to keep hammering on it. All it needs to be is something. Let's see. Let's do participants now. Do I see? Uh-oh. Okay. Restore the chat. Let me do participants here. Okay. Well, that's weird. It wasn't showing up. The participants list wasn't showing up in the pop-out chat of the browser. So I'm going to have to leave it in here. I'm going to give you an extra 10 seconds to put something in the chat. All right. And you got 171 people here. Not everybody does, but if you want to put something in there, now's your chance. I see more names appearing, so I want to give it a little longer. A little bit longer. All right, select. You get all. Oops. No, that's a pain. Let me do it this way. There's a reason I did the pop out, but okay. Copy. Put it over here. Paste. Good. All copy. And we'll switch over to the browser. Put the names in. And shuffle. Okay, guys, this is for the Benji. Man, I gotta think about the next. Wow. What piece of silver should I give away? Let me think. Ooh, stop struggling. Just past you, man. RR. I don't think you're gonna hold on to it. Fear the wrath of on. Oh, Yahweh. All right. Fear the wrath of Yahweh. Congratulations. You just won the Benji. Don't forget to email me at yankeestacking@gmail.com, your mailing address. Don't forget. If you forget, I can't mail it to you. But congratulations, Fear the Wrath. Good job. Let's all congratulate him. I'm sure he doesn't feel like it was rigged. Nicely done. Oh, so close, SMK. I know, right? Let me go back. Oh man, that is pretty close. I've seen it closer, but that is close. Friends Change thinks it's rigged, but it's not. All right. We'll put that aside. Thank you again to JCS Gold for sponsoring that giveaway. All the giveaways tonight. So Fear the Wrath. And here's the bonus. Fear the Wrath. I'm going to put in, I don't think you have a sticker. I'm going to put in one of my stickers, and I'm going to give you one of the JCS Gold bags. So we'll just put everything in right now into that bag, and I will get this out to you as soon as I can. There you go. All right, we'll do another giveaway soon. This is going to be for the Walker. I want to answer any other questions that people might have in the chat before we move on. And then I really should open the call line up, actually. Why don't I do that? Let me throw the call line in. Oops. Here we go. First I have to put this in. There's the call line number, and I will open the call line right now. If you want to call me, ask the question verbally, feel free to do that. We would have done the call line with Mukarram if he could have heard the call line. We're still working out the best way to do that. But right now he just answers questions in the chat. All right, the call line is open if you want to call in, especially you early birds. Just a little hint there. Hi, you're on with Yankee.
Is this Yankee Stacking?
It sure is. Who's this?
Hey, Yankee, this is TexCoin.
TexCoin. Good to hear from you, man. How are you?
Good. How are you, sir?
Very good. Very good.
Good. Hey, I wasn't an early bird or anything tonight. I don't know about words and all that, but
that's okay.
As an old-time viewer, I did have a question for you.
Sure.
Yeah, I think I've been watching since, I don't know, late 2018, early 2019. I appreciate all your videos.
Well, I appreciate you doing that. Wow.
Oh, yes, sir.
Thank you.
As an oldie, I'm just wondering, is there any chance, and you can think about it, don't have to answer now, is there any chance we get, the wheel is great, it's awesome, I can't say it's rigged because I won last time on Silver Pros, I think.
Okay.
But is there any way we get, even if it's once a month or something, a random question about history or something from one of your previous videos? Is there any chance you bring that back?
Oh, you like that, don't you? The trivia?
Well, I did, but I live out, as you know from my email, I live out in the country now, so it's not because my internet is actually very terrible. I'm calling you on my AT&T internet, which is different from my home internet. But,
yeah,
so
that was the
like
knock.
I'm trying to get an advantage.
No, that was the knock. That was the knock. It was I was getting more rigged from that. Good night, bud.
Right.
Than I was with the wheel. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, that's not fair. People are closer to you, or I didn't see the question, or no, I was above the chat. I had like 3 or 4 discrepancies. I had to go back and see which one. It just wasn't worth it, in my opinion.
It's a headache. Yeah,
it is a headache. The wheel is just bang, bang, spin, and it's done. And Raybar, dude, you're just going to have to deal. So I don't know. What does the chat think? I mean, would you want to go back to trying to figure out who won in the chat? I know a lot of people do that in the community.
Well, I think the wheel is a good idea for most of the time. Just every, like I said, even if it's once a month, because I know you do ask Yankee like twice a month.
Yep,
so
I do.
Just randomly, like.
You want a trivia question? Awesome. All right, I will definitely think about that text, man. That I appreciate the idea. I might go back to it occasionally.
Yes, sir. And did you happen to get my email?
You know what? Like tonight or in the past?
No, it was from after I think I won on Silver Pros. I think it was. It was like a $50 in a GCS.
Yes,
pack.
I did. Yes, I did.
Okay,
I
awesome.
have
Just making
about
sure.
20 mailings I got to get out this weekend,
I'm
and you're
sure.
one of them. But the problem, the challenge was this month, Little Stacks was taking me all over the place. We were away from home. It felt like more than we were home, so I haven't had a chance, unfortunately,
I
to send
I understand
it out.
that family time is way more important. I'm sitting here next to my 1-year-old son right now.
Oh, good
and
for
before
you.
I know it, he'll be 18. So.
He will. Enjoy it, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. I appreciate everything you do, sir.
Thanks for calling.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye. All right. Well, he didn't know the early bird word. The other early bird word. I don't know. I'll leave it open. The call line's still open. I'll put the number in the chat one more time. Who knows? Somebody might remember what that early bird word was. Hello, you're on with Yankee.
I did it again.
You did it again?
Yeah, this is Cooper.
Hey, Cooper. How are you, man?
I got a question for you.
Oh, let me hear it.
Have you heard that the U.S. Mint might make a $1 trillion coin?
I sure did. Yes.
Do you think they will?
I think they won't. They don't need to. It's a gimmick. There's absolutely no basis for them to mint anything and put it in the Fed to draw off of. They can just add zeros. It's not necessary. And I think it would I think it would put the emphasis on something they don't want to put on, and that is precious metals. So I don't think they're going to do it. Do you?
I don't know. They might, but then I feel like someone might just try and destroy it or something.
That's true, right? No, I don't think they need to do that, and I don't think they will. They could do it as a marketing ploy, but I just don't see the purpose. So anyway, so do you got the early bird word?
Yeah, I do. College.
Oh, there it is. Awesome. Congratulations, Cooper. I'm going to send you out one of my stickers. Appreciate you calling in, man.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks for doing the live stream.
All right, don't forget to email me your mailing address. Appreciate it.
All right.
Thank
you.
Bye-bye. Okay, cool. Am I missing any other questions? Let me take a look at the chat really quick here. Would you recommend I stay away from generic rounds as I am going for dollar cost average? Hold on, Devin. Getting another call. Hello, you're on with Yankee.
Yankee, what's up, buddy? This is Ray Barr,
Oh, no. Ray's on the line. How you doing, buddy?
I know, I jumped in right, as the rigged wheel of doom started spinning, but I always have to call in and troll just a little bit between, you and Dragons. So, no, I don't know if I missed the early bird word. I have both of them. I saw, someone just stole mine with college. So.
They took them. Autumn and college are gone.
I think I know that the late word was rigged, so I don't know, what I get out of that, but
probably me hanging up on you. No, I'm kidding.
That would be way too savage. But
no, that would be.
I wanted to call in. Last time I called, we talked a little bit more about the Fed tapering and maybe interest rates. And
right.
So I think at this point in time, it seems like late November tapering plan based off the Fed minutes meeting, and then potential rate hike coming up to early or late 22. So just kind of want to get your thoughts on that and how you kind of interpreted, a little. Meeting, I guess, or the minutes released yesterday. Right. It was. Yeah.
Okay, Ray. I'll tell you right now. It's all talk. They want to be trying to convince people that they will use their weapons to fight inflation. And I don't think they will ever get into that battle. If they do, it will be quickly reversed and they will beat a hasty retreat because of the reaction. But I don't think they're going to taper in any meaningful way whatsoever. And I think if they try, they're going to have to give up. And I think more stimulus is on its way. I also think that the Federal Reserve is acting from crisis to crisis. They almost welcome a crisis, dare I say, want a crisis, so that they can have cover for not tapering and raising rates. Remember now, they said tapering would have to be finished completely before they would start the rate increases. I don't think that's going to ever get done. So I think things are going to get a lot worse, and the crisis is going to hit, and they're going to have to go in more than QE 1, 2, 3, and 4 combined.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, kind of in the same line there. I think, what happened at the end of 2019 where they started doing, going off, and then all of a sudden the market was going crazy, and they kind of went right back to it.
December 2018. December 2018.
Yeah, 18. Yeah, that's what it is. I have all my years mixed up.
No, it's okay. That's fine.
I've been at home way too long now.
No, you were right. No, yeah. They had a reverse course.
Follow-up question on the just on top of the Fed meeting. Do you think Jerome Powell gets reappointed in February or March?
Yeah, that's a great question. Have you seen the 5 candidates that they're putting out there as a possible replacements to Jerome?
I have not seen it quite yet. No.
I'm just going to tell you right now: 3 African American men and 2 women. Now, if they're qualified, I think that's awesome. But it makes me think that there's some wokeness going on, and they're viewing the Federal Reserve as a way to make things right and redistribute wealth and do the political expedient thing, not good monetary behavior. So that really concerns me. But to answer your question, I think that, first of all, Powell's been very accommodative to what the government wants. I mean, he's playing by the rules. Okay, he's a pretty obedient Fed chair, and I think he was also put in by Trump. So he is a built-in excuse that the Democrats have, that Joe Biden can use if things go bad. So that, coupled with him, doing what he should do according to the government, I don't think they're going to get rid of him.
Yeah,
I think they're going to keep him.
I was kind of thinking, at this point, maybe keep him just for the stability aspect, but then, like I said, I didn't read too much into the potential replacements. So, like you said, I mean, who knows if they go down the I guess what they call it now, equity appointees or whatnot. But no, I just want to kind of get your flavor on all that stuff like that. And I don't want to take up too much of the night on the phone. So I appreciate you answering my questions. It's always a pleasure. And
you're always welcome, man.
Maybe one day my name will show up on that wheel.
maybe tonight, right? The Walker. This could be you, Ray Barr. Of course, if you do win it now, everybody's going to say it's rigged. All right, man. Thank you.
Man.
Appreciate you calling in.
Yankee.
All right, take care. Bye-bye. Oh, that was cool. All right, there was a question really quick I wanted to address here, way up here. Brand new. Nope, that wasn't it. Hold on. Would you recommend I stay away from generic rounds as I'm going for dollar cost averaging? Devin, that's a good way to dollar cost average. If you're stacking for weight, rounds aren't terrible. They're not. You definitely can stack heavy on rounds. Silver, right? So definitely get some rounds, especially during these high premium times. Try to get them as low as you can. All right, let's see. Other questions. If they do what do you think the price? Sorry. If they do what you think they'll do, what do you think the price? There's a lot of do's in there. The price of platinum would go to, says William. I think platinum is going to go much, much higher. It is a precious metal. It's never been a monetary metal. That's why I don't physically stack it. I only stack traditionally seen metals that are traditionally seen as monetary metals, silver and gold. I don't physically stack platinum, but I do think on the papers market, it's got a long way to go up, I think. Let's see. I don't see any other questions. And I did close the call-in line. So the call-in line's closed. Tell him about the Liberty round at Hero Bullion, Yankee. Definitely check out. Well, I really want to focus on JCS Gold tonight. Okay, man. It's a neat round. I totally agree. But right now, I want to, again, shout out jcsgold.com for being a fantastic sponsor. They're the sponsor of the giveaways tonight. This walker was sent to me by them, 1942. Check them out. Use the promo code Yankee to get free shipping for anything over $50. And you can get some really good junk silver from jcsgold.com. So let's wrap this up, shall we? Let's give away that walker and call it a night. Boy, guys, you've been... Oh, actually, no. Oh, no, I can't call it a night. The super chat total is over $100. I got to get some more silver. So let's do this one first. Put something in the chat right now. You thought I was forgetful, and I didn't realize that there was a bonus giveaway coming. How dare you think I'm old Yankee? All right, so let's do this giveaway. Put something in the chat right now. Anything in there? Yeah, you're right, Frank. Extra giveaway coming. Let me switch over to the participants. It really bugs me, though, that I can't pop this out. One more. I better not try it. That is weird. All right, I won't pop it. I'll just go participants. Give you guys another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and copy. All right, that's it. Got all the names. Let's bring it over here and paste it in. And all copy, switch over to the wheel of names. There we go. Let's shuffle it up and spin. All right, here we go. This is for the beautiful walker from jcsgold.com. There goes Cooper. There goes MR. Oh, I don't know, Mike. I think he gave it up to Frank. Can Frank hold on to it? Frank! I think you've won! Oh, yes, congratulations, Frank. Dude, you've been a rigged guy in the chat. Come on, now I want to hear what you have to say. Come on, Frank, let's see it. What do you think, Frank? You got the walker. Maybe he's so excited he's going to forget to email me his mailing address. Come on, Frank. Yeah, rigged for me. Yay. Yeah, it's rigged for you, buddy. Hey, by the way, thank you for being a 5-star member. I appreciate that too. And that has nothing to do with you winning, but I just want to thank you for being a member. If you guys aren't a member, check it out. Let's see. I think that's it for, rig for me. All right. So mail me your mailing address, yankeestacking@gmail.com, Frank. And I will you get the bag too. I mean, that's cool. I mean, do you have a sticker? I don't know. Do you have a Yankee Stacking sticker, Frank? I'll stick it in the bag along with the $50, and I will write your name, Frank. Okay. All right. Okay, put that in there, and I need to get more silver. Let's see, put that over here. I need some more silver. Guys, hold on one second. Let's see here. Come over here. Ooh. Oh. This should make people happy. Here we go. How does this How does this look for a giveaway, huh? An 1897 Morgan. Oh, this is very cool. Just found it. God bless all. Thank you, John. Awesome. What do you think of this? Huh? Oh, boom, happy, wow, yes, sweet, excellent, beautiful. Looks fake, ping it. Ray, you're awesome. Yes, I better ping this. Oh, man, with the pocket pinger. Guys, we can do it this way. One more time. Oh, yeah. That's good for the big ones. When you put a small one in, it's sometimes hard to do the flick, and you can do it with the stick. Again, this is a soft piece of wood, and it's just, it's just beautiful. Oh, okay, Morgan. I need that Morgan, says Silver Streak. Newbie here, Idaho. Eva, thanks for joining. Appreciate the year my grandfather was born. Is that true, AC? Or are you just saying that? 1897? That's awesome. Okay, let's see. Nice ping, classy Morgan. Yeah, I'll see the reverse. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Do you see what I see? Who's the first person to notice? Who's the first person? Pingalicious. I'm waiting. The reverse. Who spots it? Nope, there it is. Michael Thacker. Yes, Orleans. It's a New Orleans Morgan. And somebody just said, can you ping a fake one? Oh, dang it. Where's my... Hold on. You're asking for the fake. Oh, man. I don't have it handy. Oh, no. Well... I'll show you a fake coin. Here's one. Here's a fake. All right. See how high that sounds? See how tinny that is? That's not silver. That's fake. This is real. And again, I highly recommend you try the app. When I get silver, when I buy stuff, especially semi-numismatic stuff, I get out the app, I get out my pocket pinger. It's one way to test really quickly, especially when you're, out and about and you're not home. This is what you want to use. So, that's the right sound. So we can get rid of that. I do have a fake Morgan. I just don't have it right next to me. Unfortunately, I think it's down there in a bin. So, all right. I think that's a pretty good giveaway for the bonus GAW. Let's do that, and then we will wrap it up. Okay? Let's put something in the chat if you're interested in winning that Morgan. Let me clear out the old stuff here. That's right. That's how you enter. Start sticking stuff in the chat. Yeah, magnets too. Yes, I use my neodymium magnet. Rare earth magnet. Nice and slow slide on that silver. That's beautiful. And this. Nope. Sometimes they stick. This one doesn't stick, but I've had some fakes that you just... Oh, is this a fake piece of gold? Oh yeah, here's a fake gold eagle. You don't want to put that in the Yankee cannon. Yeah. Like I said, fake. All right. Enough of the fake. Let's go back to the real. All right. Yeah, I think I've given you enough time to put something in the chat. We're going to go to participants. Okay. We're going to highlight them all. Copy, put them in here. I'll copy, switch to the Wheel of Names. This is for the Morgan. Round and round she goes. Where she stopped, nobody knows because it's not rigged. saw Barb's name. There goes Amir. He's won a lot. Frank! No! Almost won again. Oh! Samifar! Oh! Oh! That was close, Samifar. Look who won. It's Brent's change. Oh, man. Brent is another of the rigged crew. What do you have to say now, Brent? You think it's rigged? Come on, Brent. Oh, man. Congratulations, Brent. Oh, I know Samifar's crying in the chat. That was so close. Where is he? Wow, he says. Wow, don't feel so rigged now, do you? Congratulations. All right, man, don't forget to email me your mailing address, Brent, yankeestacking@gmail.com. Don't forget. I've actually had people forget to mail me. It goes right back into the giveaway pot. So, very nice. Put that aside. Let me write that down. You guys are tremendous. A lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Hey, give me a. Hold on. I have a vote. I before everybody leaves, I have a poll question. Hold on. Hold on. Here's the poll question. All right, we'll get that out, Brent. Let's see, Brent, change. Now, Brent, I don't have a little JCS gold bag for you, but I will put this in something special. All right. So, thanks a lot. Appreciate you guys. I'm going to give you a few more minutes. Get that vote done. We got 50 votes. There's a lot more people in there. I see 147. Let's get that vote up. And also, hit the like, smash it right now if you don't mind. If you enjoyed tonight's live stream, I know I did. It's a lot of fun. I got to pull out my gold. Yay! That was for Cooper. Oh, man. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe if you haven't. Join my membership, too. And enjoy the perks that come with that. 68 votes, 91%. That is an impressive poll result, I think. We will definitely have Mukarram on again. And say, if you want to email me, if you have questions about Mukarram, if you want to, talk, if you want me to connect you with Mukarram, if you feel more comfortable with that, I've done that a few times too. Email me, yankeestacking@gmail.com. Well, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed tonight's live stream. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Ooh, I hope your day is A-okay. Good night.